What if I told you that every number you have ever seen, every sequence that has crossed your path, from the digits glowing on a clock at midnight to the pattern on a random receipt, carries within it a vibration meant only for you? That the universe has been speaking, not in words, but in codes of light and energy, waiting for the moment when you are quiet enough to finally listen. We live in a world layered with symbols, yet few ever pause long enough to feel their pulse. Those who do discover that the fabric of reality itself begins to shift. For centuries, seers and mystics have understood that numbers are not simply mathematical, they are gateways, divine harmonics that align the spirit with unseen dimensions of truth. Baba Vanga once hinted that signs will rise not from the sky, but from the unseen order, suggesting that prophecy would no longer thunder from temples, but whisper from within the ordinary. And Nostradamus, in his cryptic verses, wrote of a time when humanity would begin to read the hidden script of creation through patterns that seem meaningless to the unawakened eye. Could it be that this time is now, that the very numbers surrounding you are calling you toward your higher timeline? The ancient teachings of Buddhism remind us that nothing is random. Every ripple in the universe originates from cause and consciousness. The numbers that appear before you are reflections of your karma. They echo your thoughts, intentions, and energetic state. To recognize them is to look into a mirror crafted by the cosmos itself. When your awareness begins to dance in rhythm with these sacred vibrations, you start to unlock what the sages called the language of the void, the pure dialogue between the seen and the unseen. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine each number as a doorway, each pattern as a mantra. The 1 second may speak of beginnings, the 7 seconds of enlightenment, the 9 seconds of completion. Yet beneath them all flows one current, awakening. Every repetition is a reminder that you are part of a grander design, that the infinite doesn't exist outside of you, but through you. This realization doesn't arrive like thunder. It arrives like dawn, soft yet undeniable, illuminating the corners of your being that once hid in shadow. So ask yourself, how long have the signs been there, waiting for your attention? How many moments have you dismissed as coincidence when in truth they were sacred guidance? The greatest prophecies are not written in books. They are written in experience, encoded in time, and revealed through awareness. And perhaps this is that awakening moment for you, the moment when numbers stop being numbers and become the rhythm of your destiny. Number 12, the divine bridge between worlds. In the ancient language of numerology, the number 12 is far more than a simple pair of digits. It is a sacred bridge between the realms of spirit and form. It carries the vibration of completion and renewal, the moment when one cycle ends only to give birth to another. Across countless traditions, 12 has been the mark of divine structure. 12 months to form a year, 12 signs of the zodiac guiding human destiny, 12 petals on the heart chakra, symbolizing spiritual unfolding. To see this number is to witness the universe aligning itself into perfect rhythm, a whisper from the cosmos saying, "You are exactly where you are meant to be." Nostradamus once hinted that the world would awaken through patterns of divine order, through a sequence of events arranged like the hours of the clock. He spoke in riddles, but those attuned to the pulse of 12 understand what he meant, that everything unfolds in sacred timing. Similarly, Baba Vanga's visions often circled back to the idea of the 12 lights of transformation, suggesting a time when human consciousness would rise through 12 layers of awareness. To those on the path, encountering 12 is not mere coincidence, it's an initiation into the deeper currents of destiny. In Buddhism, the wheel of existence itself turns through the 12 links of dependent origination, each link representing how desire binds the soul to rebirth. Yet to become aware of these links is to begin freeing oneself from them. Thus, number 12 does not only symbolize balance, it represents liberation through understanding. It is the realization that harmony is not found by escaping the cycle, but by awakening within it. The energy of 12 is gentle, yet powerful. It encourages reflection, patience, and trust in divine timing. When you encounter it, it's as if the universe is saying, do not rush your becoming. Every challenge you face now is preparing you for a spiritual renewal, a higher octave of existence. You are being guided to merge the wisdom of the old with the curiosity of the new, to balance your intuition with logic, your inner stillness with outward action. Take a moment to ask yourself, what part of your life feels ready to complete its circle? What lessons have reached their final turn, preparing to evolve into something higher? When you align with the vibration of 12, you step into that sacred moment when endings and beginnings become one, and you finally understand that the universe has never been working against you, but always through you. Number 9. The sacred completion of the soul's journey in the sacred language of the universe. Number 9 stands as the final note in a divine symphony, the number of completion, enlightenment, and soul release. It's the moment the caterpillar stops struggling and simply allows its wings to unfold. This number doesn't arrive when you are at your strongest. It comes when you are finally ready to surrender, to let go, to close the chapters that have quietly outlived their purpose. 9 whispers, you have learned enough. Now it's time to become what you've learned. In the prophecies of Nostradamus, the number 9 was often hidden within his quatrains. A symbol of endings before a greater renewal, he wrote of the 9th age, a period when humanity would cleanse itself of illusions before entering a new light. Baba Vanga, too, spoke of a cycle of 9 transformations, a period when souls would shed their karmic weight to prepare for an era of spiritual awakening. Both seers, though centuries apart, pointed toward what Buddhism has always known, that enlightenment is not the addition of more knowledge, but the subtraction of what no longer serves the spirit. In Buddhist philosophy, 9 represents nirvana, the release from the endless wheel of becoming. It's the final breath of the ego before the dawn of truth. When this vibration enters your life, it calls for reflection. What are you still holding that's weighing down your soul? Is it anger, regret, or a story you keep replaying long after its lesson has ended? The number 9 teaches that letting go is not a loss. It's a sacred act of courage. It's the silent vow to rise unburdened by yesterday. Think of a lotus. It blooms most beautifully after its roots have sunk deep into the mud. Likewise, your pain was never punishment, it was preparation. Each struggle carved space for more wisdom, more compassion, more light. 9 invites you to honor that process, to bow to your past and release it with gratitude. Because when you clear the emotional debris, the universe rushes in to fill the space with grace. Breathe deeply and listen. The universe is gently closing one door while opening another. The energy of 9 doesn't end your story, it transforms it. You are not falling apart, you are unfolding, you are not losing. You are clearing space for what's divinely yours. So ask yourself now, what must I release to truly rise? Are you ready to trust that every ending is a hidden beginning? When you embrace the vibration of 9, you no longer chase what's leaving. You bless it, and by doing so, you step into your highest light. Number 24. The silent force of divine balance. There's a mysterious calm surrounding the number 24, a kind of stillness that doesn't ask to be noticed, yet its presence can be felt in the spaces between chaos and clarity. This is the vibration of quiet strength, of balance that doesn't demand attention, but simply is. Number 24 moves like a monk walking barefoot at dawn, steady, patient, unshaken by the noise of the world. It's the energy of peace wrapped in power, the whisper of harmony that keeps everything from falling apart when life trembles. In the wisdom of numerology, 24 blends the empathy of 2 with the discipline of 4, the heart and the foundation. 2 is the number of compassion, intuition, and spiritual partnership, while 4 grounds that emotion into form, bringing stability, structure, and endurance. Together, they form a divine duet, reminding us that true success is never built on ambition alone, but on inner equilibrium. The seers of old understood this balance deeply. Nostradamus wrote of the silent house where wisdom reigns, a cryptic line scholars later tied to the dual vibration of 24, the home of spiritual order, Baba Vanga too foresaw that only those who master inner balance will thrive in times of great worldly noise. In Buddhist thought, this energy reflects the middle way, the path between extremes. The Buddha taught that neither indulgence nor denial leads to peace. It's the center point, the still axis between the opposites, where liberation truly resides. That is the essence of 24. To act without aggression, to love without attachment, to speak without vanity, and to live without fear. It is the art of being centered while the world spins around you. If you've been feeling pulled in different directions lately, between logic and emotion, duty and desire, the material and the spiritual, 24 appears as a message of gentle correction. It reminds you to return to your breath, to your center. Every imbalance begins with forgetfulness, forgetting your worth, your rhythm, your stillness. 24 brings you back home. It tells you that stability doesn't come from controlling the outside world, but from nurturing peace within. Picture this, a candle burning in a storm. The winds may howl, but the flame stays alive because it is shielded from within. That's the power of 24. It's the quiet confidence that doesn't need to prove itself, the serenity that turns chaos into clarity, the still energy that keeps the soul steady no matter how unpredictable life becomes. So pause for a moment and ask yourself, where in my life am I being asked to slow down, to find balance, to listen instead of react? The universe isn't demanding that you do more, it's inviting you to be more present. Because when you align with the calm vibration of 24, you become immovable, a living embodiment of harmony, the kind of peace that cannot be shaken because it no longer depends on what happens around you. Number 36. The sacred union of creation and purpose. There is a rare kind of magic that flows through the vibration of the number 36, an energy that bridges the celestial and the earthly, the dreamer and the builder. This number whispers, you were not born to merely exist, you were born to create. It carries the frequency of divine manifestation, reminding you that everything you imagine in the spiritual realm can take form in the material world when your heart and purpose move as one. In numerology, 36 is a sacred blend of the numbers 3 and 6. Creativity united with compassion. 3 is the spark of imagination, the joy of expression, the fearless energy that paints life in color. It represents the childlike curiosity of the universe, the endless rhythm of creation. 6, in contrast, is the nurturer, the vibration of responsibility, balance, and care. It grounds imagination in purpose, shaping ideas into something real, useful, and lasting. Together, they form the sacred bridge between inspiration and action, between what you dream and what you do. Nostradamus often wrote of a golden cycle, when humanity would rediscover the true power of inner creation. Many mystics believe he was alluding to the frequency of 36, a vibration that awakens dormant genius within the human spirit. Baba Vanga too foresaw a generation rising with eyes that see both light and labor, describing those who balance the creative mind with the devoted heart, a perfect echo of the energy of 36. In Buddhist wisdom, this vibration aligns with the teaching of right effort. The Buddha taught that energy, when guided by mindfulness and compassion, becomes unstoppable. But energy without wisdom leads only to exhaustion. Number 36 invites you to find that middle path, to pour your heart into what you love, yet stay grounded in presence and awareness. It's a reminder that the most powerful creations don't arise from rush or restlessness, but from centered purpose. If you've been feeling torn between your creative visions and your responsibilities, your heart's desires and the expectations of the world, 36 appears as a sacred sign of integration. It asks you to bring your imagination into form. Don't hide your art, your ideas, or your voice out of fear that they're not perfect yet. The universe doesn't reward perfection, it rewards authenticity. Every masterpiece, whether a painting, a business, or a moment of kindness, begins as a small act of courage. So take a breath and listen. The number 36 is a mirror reflecting your highest potential back at you. It tells you that the life you're dreaming of is not beyond reach, It's waiting for you to create it. When the heart and the mind finally work in harmony, the impossible becomes inevitable. Ask yourself softly, what beauty am I holding back out of fear? What vision wants to be born through me right now? Because when you align with the sacred frequency of 36, every step you take becomes a brushstroke on the canvas of destiny. The universe does not rush the artist, it simply waits for you to begin painting. Number 18. The gateway to inner freedom and spiritual flow. The vibration of 18 carries a gentle yet powerful invitation. Release, surrender, and trust the unfolding of your own journey. It is a number that moves quietly beneath the surface of everyday life, appearing at moments when the universe nudges you to pause and listen to your inner rhythm. Unlike numbers that rush with urgency, 18 whispers, a soft cosmic reminder that true strength lies in the art of letting go, in creating space for clarity, insight, and spiritual growth. In numerology, 18 blends the energies of 1 and 8, the beginning and infinity, creation and balance. The number 1 represents initiative, courage, and the spark of individuality, while 8 is the vibration of abundance, karma, and infinite cycles. Together, 18 becomes a bridge between self-realization and manifestation. It invites you to step into your personal power, release limiting patterns, and allow abundance to flow naturally into your life. Every challenge you face is a seed of transformation, waiting for the right moment to bloom. Baba Vanga spoke often of moments when the soul must choose freedom over fear, describing times when unseen forces push humanity to release attachments that no longer serve their higher purpose. The energy of 18 carries this same message, a spiritual key to unlocking the chains of doubt, worry, and old cycles. Nostradamus also hinted at periods of inner clearing, when letting go is not only necessary but divinely timed, guiding those who understand the signs toward new beginnings and unexpected blessings. From a Buddhist perspective, 18 mirrors the principle of non-attachment. The Buddha taught that clinging to fleeting thoughts, fears, or material possessions brings suffering. Yet when we surrender with mindfulness, a deeper clarity emerges, one that illuminates the path of effortless flow. The number 18 invites you to embrace this flow, to see each ending as a doorway to a higher beginning. It reminds you that your mind is not meant to be forced into stillness. It is a living, breathing space that thrives when met with gentle attention and acceptance. Practically, to align with 18 feet's energy, create moments of mindful surrender each day. Step away from distractions, take 18 minutes to breathe, reflect, or simply observe the natural rhythm of life around you. Watch shadows shift, feel the rise and fall of your chest, or let your imagination wander without judgment. These small practices cultivate the spaciousness your mind and soul crave. They allow you to release what is heavy, outdated, or misaligned, creating fertile ground for spiritual and material blessings to manifest. Ask yourself now with quiet honesty, what am I still holding on to that no longer serves my growth? Which thoughts, fears, or attachments am I ready to release today? The number 18 is a sacred teacher, showing that true power arises not from holding on but from trusting the currents of the universe. When you align with this frequency, life's flow becomes effortless, abundant, and deeply harmonious, guiding you toward freedom, clarity, and profound inner peace. Bonus number 8. The power of infinite balance and manifestation. Number 8 is a vibration of profound abundance, spiritual flow, and material alignment. It is the sacred bridge between the inner world and the outer reality, symbolizing both infinite potential and grounded stability. Turn it on its side, and it becomes the infinity sign, a reminder that wealth, wisdom, and opportunities are not fleeting moments, but continuous cycles of giving and receiving. Stand it upright, and it reflects perfect balance. One circle representing your inner spiritual harmony, the other reflecting your material world. Together they teach that true prosperity arises when your soul and your life move in rhythm, not conflict. In numerology, 8 carries the essence of karma, authority, and empowerment. It calls upon you to align your actions with purpose, to recognize that every effort you make, every choice, reverberates through your life and the lives of others. Baba Vanga often spoke of the power that comes from understanding the balance of giving and receiving, and in the energy of 8, this wisdom manifests tangibly. Nostradamus also alluded to cycles of fortune and transformation, emphasizing that those who harness the quiet power of timing and integrity achieve lasting success. 8 does not rush, it does not force. Its influence is steady, commanding, and deeply transformative for those willing to move in harmony with its rhythm. From a spiritual perspective, number 8 resonates with the infinite nature of consciousness. It is not merely a number, it is a cosmic teacher, showing that abundance is both material and spiritual. Buddhist philosophy reflects this truth through the Noble Eightfold Path, a framework that guides individuals toward balanced living, mindfulness, ethical action, and spiritual fulfillment. When you embrace 8, you're reminded that clarity, right intention, and disciplined action are the foundations for both internal peace and external prosperity. Practically, connecting with 8 feet's energy can be done through mindful daily practices. Begin your mornings by dedicating 8 minutes to meditation, focusing purely on your breath and presence. Then set 8 clear intentions, 4 related to your goals, growth, and abundance, and 4 nurturing your peace, gratitude, and compassion. This simple ritual aligns your energy with the vibration of 8, allowing its cycles of manifestation and balance to flow seamlessly into your life. Over time, you may notice opportunities appearing with greater ease, relationships deepening, and your inner and outer worlds harmonizing naturally. Number 8 also teaches resilience and empowerment. Its energy reminds you that challenges are not obstacles, but lessons designed to strengthen your rhythm and integrity. When you respond with patience, wisdom, and intention, life flows in alignment with your higher purpose. Ask yourself now, am I moving in harmony with my inner truth, or am I resisting the flow of abundance that the universe is offering? This sacred number invites reflection, discipline, and trust. It asks you to give as much attention to your inner balance as you do to your external pursuits. When practiced consciously, 8 transforms everyday actions into profound expressions of spiritual and material abundance. Its quiet, steady vibration is the master frequency for manifestation, guiding you toward harmony, fulfillment, and a life in alignment with the infinite flow of the universe. As we conclude this journey through the sacred numbers, remember that each vibration carries a unique frequency, a message from the universe designed to guide, awaken, and transform you. From the cosmic balance of 12 to the liberating completion of 9, the inner harmony of 24, the inspired freedom of 36, the gentle surrender of 18, and the infinite manifestation of 8, these numbers are more than digits, they are keys. Keys to understanding patterns, recognizing opportunities, and aligning with your higher purpose. The teachings of Buddhist philosophy remind us that life is a cycle, and every moment is an invitation to awaken. As Baba Vanga predicted, those who listen to the subtle whispers of the universe will find guidance in the most unexpected places. Nostradamus also emphasized the power of timing, balance, and conscious action. Lessons reflected beautifully in these sacred vibrations. Each number offers a doorway, a chance to release, to grow, to manifest, and to flow effortlessly with the rhythm of life. Take a moment now to reflect. Which number spoke to your soul the loudest? Where in your life do you feel ready to release, to realign, or to embrace abundance? Remember, the universe does not hurry, and neither should you. Align with its rhythm, trust the cycles, and watch as clarity, prosperity, and peace naturally enter your path. If this journey resonated with your spirit, share your reflections in the comments and declare, I am aligned with the flow of the universe, and I am open to receive. By doing so, you not only anchor your intention, but you also join countless others who are awakening to the sacred guidance woven into their lives every day. Mystic philosophy will continue to guide you through these timeless teachings, helping you decode the hidden patterns that govern abundance, growth, and spiritual clarity. Remember, life is a dance of energy, and the universe always responds to those who move consciously, patiently, and with an open heart. Step forward with trust, walk in balance, and allow the sacred numbers to illuminate your path. Your journey of awakening has just begun, and the universe is ready to respond.